Three, two, one.
Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome once again to EBP Man Tech Reviews and News. And today, joining me, like every Sunday, is the wonderful Nilda.
Well, we weren't here last week Sunday, so
Yeah, so
we missed you guys.
Yeah, we did take a slight break last Sunday. Lots of stuff going on, but we are back, and we got a lot of stuff to cover today, and also. There's just a lot going on, a lot of cool stuff coming up in technology. It's video. I would say it's the week, actually the month of video. We have a lot of video equipment that's been coming in, and a lot of maker technology also that's been coming in. So a lot of good stuff to share with you. But the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is the iPhone. We're going to talk a little bit about the iPhone. And you've been doing some research about the iPhone, and I got to see where my iPhone is, just so that there's a disclaimer, because typically I get folks,
you get a lot of hate.
I get people when I make these comments about the iPhone, and I just want to say I've got a lot of love for the iPhone. So, just for full disclosure, this stream is streaming on a Mac Mini. This is an M2 Mac Mini. Just for full disclosure. I edit my videos using a Mac Studio. I have 2 iPad Pros, and I have my iPhone. This is my iPhone Max 14, right? This is my 14 Max Pro. I'm still waiting for my 15, and I ordered it the day it became available. Got to see where that's at, but I haven't been able to check because I got a lot of stuff going on. So we and I have countless other Mac products laying around. Actually, I'm also on a MacBook Pro. This is about a 2022 maybe, because I don't have to follow every year with the latest one, because every year it's always going to be the fastest MacBook ever.
The best.
It's going to have the best battery of ever a MacBook Pro has ever had, and it's probably going to have the best screen that any MacBook has ever had.
And it's lighter
than any other MacBook ever.
so the same thing every year.
So we love Mac products, or Apple products, and we're going to talk about the what's going on in the world of iPhones. And do us a favor, if you're tuning us now live, let us know in the comment area before or after, if you're coming onto the replay. Have you ordered your iPhone 15? Yes or no? Let us know. First of all, for those of you who are joining us for the very first time, we cover news and tech reviews. We do a lot of tech reviews on our channel, and every Sunday we cover all the reviews that we did, just in synopsis, giving you an opportunity to ask us questions about those products. And then what we also do is we talk about some of the things that are happening in the world of technology. And this is the news. We have a lot of products that we're covering for the iPhone, especially now with some of the changes. So why don't we get into the iPhone? Let us know if you've ordered the iPhone, and if you haven't, why haven't you? If you're an iPhone 13, 14 user, if you're going to the 15, love to hear from you. So first of all, let's talk about, I'm going to talk about my order experience, and then you have been doing some research.
You had an experience ordering the phone? I
had an experience ordering the phone. First experience thing that I just want to share with you guys.
Did they deny you?
No, they did not deny me. I was not denied. And by the way, if let us know let us know if our audio is coming across really good or not good. How's the audio doing? Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. We'll talk about there's a lot of audio products coming out, especially Bose. We have Bose True Wireless. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. There's a great question that came up. Now, you want to put that question up on screen so that we can see that one?
What will you say about new iPhone, Apple Watch, Bose headphones, and TWS, please?
Yes. All right. So we're gonna there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about, and let's go ahead and let's first start with the iPhone experience. So I went ahead and I placed the order for my iPhone, and what I typically do every year is I trade up my iPhone, and this year was the first year that the trade-in value was not low. It was offensive. It was outright offensive, right? I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, 1 terabyte. And the amount of money that Apple was willing to fork up for a trade over, for trade on, was just insulting.
He was not happy.
I said, there's no way. There's no way. We're talking several $100s for an iPhone Pro Max. And keep in mind that, there's a lot of things that, this is a great phone. There's nothing absolutely wrong with this phone. And this phone is in mint condition, and it always is the ones I turn it. So I'll probably go for selling it off the street. So I noticed lower than normal trade-in values. And I also noticed an increase in the price of the iPhone. So if you were going to buy the iPhone, I hear from some of my friends, wow, the price went up. And the consequences of that is I haven't really seen many people with the new iPhone.
I was telling you this earlier. I normally see like the previous, like the 13, the 14. A lot of people were buying it, but this time I'm like, I think I've only saw one person on my social media that bought the phone.
Now it could be that people are still waiting for theirs, like I am. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the order, because depending on the size of the iPhone that you pick up, you may not have the iPhone that you're looking for. Who knows? But I have noticed too. I haven't seen a lot of people saying, "Look at my new iPhone." And then also there's Jerry Rig he always does these durability tests.
I can't watch his videos. They're so hard to watch.
And he destroys super expensive phones, right? He is literally brutal when it comes to all the different type of phones. It doesn't matter which brand. He happens to be an Android user, and he happens to have, he's not with everybody that gets the new phone. He always stays several generations behind. He's been using like an older Note for a long time. And he actually tested out what you would think. Let's say this. If you hear titanium, what do you think when they say, I have titanium?
Strong and, durability, and, it's going to withhold anything. You drop it.
You think titanium, you think something super strong. You think something super powerful. You say, you hear people that say, I have a titanium hip, or they have titanium parts.
$1 million.
It's like, I don't know how strong it is, but you think titanium is strong. I'm telling you, he took the iPhone titanium.
That was so hard to
watch.
Just
put a little pressure, just like this, and it cracked, right? Smashed the underside. Titanium isn't as strong as it's supposed to be. The other thing that he highlighted as he did his teardown and ripped the phone in half, that the titanium is not 100% through and through the phone. So the rim, right? They're talking about how they were talking nano. I was watching their release, and everything was about nano this, nano that, nano coating, 14 hours. As they say, it took them 14 hours to coat something here, is what they said. And they talked about titanium. So when he cut the phone in half and he actually looked at it, there's only millimeters. There's a combination of aluminum and titanium. So it's not 100% titanium, right? Not that they ever said that, but they're calling it titanium, and they're charging you more. I don't know if Nilda, can you look up while we talk about this, what is the cost of the iPhone titanium? Because that's something that we thought was pretty crazy. So you're looking at, first of all, it's not full titanium. And then we were looking at other reviewers who are just into, just doing all the crash tests. And the phone, many of them dropped them. They found that the back shattered faster in some cases than any iPhone in the past, including the 14. They also found that the scratching in the titanium iPhone scratching was higher and more noticeable than any other iPhone. So the question is, did anyone buy a titanium iPhone? I'd like to know. I wasn't going to do it. I just have been around too long to know how Apple does this. So have you been able to find what's the cost for an iPhone titanium?
I'm a little slow.
Let me.
I feel like.
Let's see. Does anyone know what the iPhone titanium costs? Because I think it costs a lot. So I'm going to go to Apple's website and I'm going to bring that up really quick. I should have had that number for you guys. So the titanium iPhone, and wow. let me show you how it starts. This is, so you may say, hey, you guys are giving Apple a hard time. I'm really not, because I want to show you something so you can see that I'm not making this up. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to to this page right here. Notice what they say. Why don't you go ahead and read it, Laura?
Titanium so strong, so light, so pro.
Yes. So doesn't that mean that it's going to be? Doesn't it imply that it's stronger than the other phone?
wasn't blind.
All right, so let's look. So we're gonna go and we're gonna say, all right, we're gonna look. We want to buy one. So check this out. We're gonna go ahead and you have the different type of iPhone. So we could go the iPhone Pro, iPhone Pro Max. So we'll go ahead and choose an iPhone Pro Max. You can choose your finish. You know, blue, white, titanium. Look at this.
Is it $1,200?
It's like, so we're gonna choose the black titanium, and we're gonna go with we're gonna go 512.
Okay.
Right. And we're going to see how things are adding up. We're not going to do a trade in, but you know what? Just for girly giggles, let me show you what I experienced. I'm going to say I want to go all in. I want to do a trade in. And notice this, get $40 to $650. This is what's insulting. You know how many people got for their Samsung phones? And let's face it, the iPhone tends to hold its value longer than any phone. I'll say that straight up. So if you compare the iPhone from a value of retention, you're going to retain the value longer than, and it's going to have a higher retention than a Samsung phone. You thought.
This has to be done on purpose.
Yeah, they're doing this on purpose, and we're gonna talk about why. So if you go in here and if you look to get a trade-in, notice this. There's no memory here. So you did that show up, or did the pop-up? No, the pop-up is not showing up. Maybe it is because it's a separate window. So what happens is when you choose and you have it come up, it basically lists all your phones, and it doesn't really show. It really doesn't show the memory. And because it doesn't show the memory, what ends up happening is if you have a 256, a 512, or a 1 terabyte phone, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the same price, and that's up to $650. So if I choose $650, right, you would think that there'd be something else that I could choose memory. It just says, is your phone in good condition? Everybody's going to say it is, right? And then what ends up happening is, hey, you get $650. That's it, right? And if you look up here, if you look at the price, a 1 terabyte is $1,599. So literally, your phone that's 1 year old has depreciated $1,000.
That's crazy.
This is the stuff that just drove me crazy when I saw this.
Crazy.
So the other thing, but there's some good things that I'll just highlight. There are some positive things about and why I still went ahead with my order, but I refuse to give Apple my phone. The one biggest thing that I think that is just fantastic is the fact that you have now USB-C, right? so the USB-C is exciting. But USB-C, I think that there's a reason why they're giving people so little. I think that I'm not going to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm going to say why. You're going to help me.
I am.
So basically, I do think that they're making it less appealing for people to upgrade because they make a whole bunch of money on accessories. So you did some research. Why don't you share with us some of the research that you found about accessories?
On accessories alone, I mean, they make a lot of money. I mean, their accessories are expensive. So just in 2022, they made $41.24 billion in accessories alone.
Wow.
Accessories.
That's accessories. How about the lightning cable? Do you have any numbers on the lightning cable?
Yeah, they made $5 billion.
$5 billion just on the cable.
Yes. And people actually bought them.
So,
$5 billion worth.
So think about that. There's a lot that's being lost when they switch over to USB-C. Now, keep in mind that they didn't switch to USB-C because they woke up one morning and said, hey, we should be like everybody else, right? Because all other phones on the market use USB-C, right? And, it's universal. Everybody's adopted it. They were actually forced to use it because of what was going on in other countries and some of the fines that they were receiving because they had a proprietary connector. And one of the things that Apple did is that if you notice any accessories that are out there, very few accessory companies, battery chargers, other type of accessories, they don't really go with a lightning connector because anytime someone uses a lightning connector, basically you can say cha-ching, cha-ching, you have to pay royalties to Apple.
It's true.
So you have to pay royalties to Apple every single time. So that means if you use the connector, you have to have a license. And I've spoken to several companies that we talked about getting, chargers and accessories over. And I asked them, why are you not using a lightning connector for the Apple products? You actually have the actual charger is actually USB-C. So that means as an Apple user, you have to have a USB-C cable or USB-A at the time, or micro, depending on what period you got it, because you basically didn't have the ability to get the licensing cost to keep the price down. So that's a big issue. So, but one thing I will say, those of you who do get it, there's a lot of amazing things that the USB-C opens. And this is also a threat to Apple. One is they charge like crazy for memory. And I'm still waiting for mine, but I've spoke to some of my reviewer friends that have tested it. You can actually expand the memory of your iPhone using a USB-C memory card, right? So if you have a USB-C stick that you connect, Samsung has some, right, that you can connect, you can take videos on your phone and it will get stored on the memory card.
Oh,
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So that means you don't have to worry about how much storage you have. You don't have to have 512 gig. You have to worry about your pictures. You can connect it. And then not only that, but when you connect that USB-C memory card to your, or USB stick to your iPhone, you're going to be able to record in the highest possible resolution that you can on an iPhone, even if your phone doesn't have enough memory to do it, right? Because you used up all your memory. You can also connect external mics. You can do hubs. You can actually connect a hub that will have an Ethernet connection if you wanted to have a physical connection because you're just concerned about any kind of connectivity. A lot of capabilities. But here's the kicker now. And this is the other thing, and then we'll be done with my iPhone rant for a little bit. The iPhone, the Samsung phones, when you're using a USB-C cable, you can fast charge, right? Those of you who are getting the new iPhone, including me, you cannot do fast charging, right? They didn't enable fast charging. And why do you think they wouldn't enable that? They've enabled a lot of things, but why do you think they left out fast charging? Fast charging. We were talking about this last night. You talked about your phone was at what percent? And you said in how many minutes you did?
At 13, I think, when I put to charge. And I don't know, it was like maybe 10 minutes. I was already at 60 something.
So with the Samsung, if you have the right charger, like a 45-watt charger, and you don't have to have a special cable like Apple forces you to do it, you just need to have a fast charging cable, which you can get relatively inexpensive, like $10 on Amazon. You can immediately charge your phone super fast. They left that out. So there's no super fast charging on the iPhone with the USB-C. And I know exactly why.
I was going to ask you why.
Because next year, they're going to have the fastest charging iPhone ever.
Of course.
That's what they're going to do.
Of course.
And then they're going to try to sell you the phone again. So
start saving your money, people.
Bitter, I'm not. I'm just disappointed.
Bitter.
I'm not bitter. I'm just disappointed. I just wish. I do think that Apple makes great products. I just think that they are amazing at marketing.
I swear, I think the Kardashians are running their marketing.
You think the Kardashians? Yeah. Why would you say that? Why do you think they're running it?
Because they're amazing when it comes. I have to give them credit where it's due. Their marketing strategy is amazing. So either they learn from Apple or Apple's taking some pointers from them. Wow. Someone just said, imagine that a more fragile, high-use product. Brandon Fine.
Yeah, more fragile, high. Yeah, right. You just got to think that there's something going on there.
Oh,
so
that was hard to watch.
So let's talk about some other things. So earbuds, we do have coming on the channel. So we just put a review of the Open Rock S. They're true wireless earbuds compatible with Android and iPhone. Open ear models. Let me see if those them. Hold on a second. No, these are not them. These are a different brand. So they have great sounding bass, and those just went up. They were I think they were a pre-order, but we were able to get a review sample that came in. We do have the Bose Quiet Comfort 2 Ultra, I think is what they're called, or 3 Ultra. So these are the small earbuds that would go in your ear. They've now on their 3rd generation. We have the 2nd generation, and I would say that those are my top pick. If I were to compare them for active noise canceling, I would go with those as my top pick. If you're looking for great sounding and active noise canceling, then the Sonys would be my choice, right? Depending on what you're looking to get in an earbud. And we anticipate that we're going to have them in the next couple of weeks. We actually we ordered those, but it doesn't send us products. They haven't sent us in a while, so we need to see what's going on there. But we went ahead and ordered those, and we also have the replacement for the headphones that are coming in again. So we have those 2 products that are going to be coming in, and we do have a series of true wireless earbuds that I have that I'm looking at, but they're under embargo that I really can't talk about. I will tell you that I also have the Jabra 8 and the Jabra 10.
Those came in.
Those just came in. They arrived late for some reason. So there are other reviewers that have looked at them. I know Flossie has already taken a look at them. So he looked at the 8 and the 10. And then the big news there is that they're supporting now Dolby audio. And I may be saying it wrong, guys. So please don't give me hate for saying it incorrectly. But again, Dolby Atmos or Atmos, the correct way to say it. So they're going to be higher fidelity. Jabra, we've been a fan of Jabra products for a very long time. From an office product perspective, they've been around for a long time, but I think they've fallen behind when it comes to music and also active noise canceling, especially with some of the new brands that we've talked about that have just come in and they've just been killing it, bringing it at a price point sub $100, and then also having great call quality and audio and battery life. So that's one thing. The one thing I wanted to mention, though, was with the Open Rocks. One of the things I was really surprised with the Open Rocks is that you can get 19 hours of battery life on a single charge, right? 19 hours of battery life, but they do rest on your ear, not in your ear. And that means that the audio, while it's not going to be as immersive, that's going to suffer because it's on your ear. They do have some really good bass. I was really surprised with the bass quality that we got in those. I also have some products that I can talk about from One More. So there's 2 more audio products from One More that we got in after the press release. And since the press release has already gone out, I can talk about those. I don't know if I can grab them. Maybe I'll try to grab them.
He's got so much audio.
So this is all the audio products. I'm gonna start stacking them all up. I won't get in trouble with any of these. All right. We will be covering over the next couple of weeks the One More Fit open earbuds. For those of you who, One More has been creating some really great product.
We use our products a lot.
Yeah, One More. So this is one product that we have. Put that to the side. We then also have the One More Fit SE. And again, you'll notice that there's a theme here. We've been seeing a lot of these. Look at that one right there. This is an open earbud, right? More and more open earbuds. We've been seeing a lot of those, right? So put that.
People probably been complaining like me.
Yeah, I know. I've been using a lot of open earbuds. Like I will only use my active noise canceling when I'm on a plane.
Yeah.
But I've been using like the ones that I've been using, and I've talked about these before. Where did I put them? Oh, here. I really like these. I've been using the Shocks Open Fit, I think they're called, the Open Fits. And these are also an open ear version. I like them because after when you're using earbuds for a very long time, you start getting this little ringing in your ear. So I like that you don't really get that. And I have
that's part of from the box it came in.
So it had, I don't know if it's convey or what it was. It has this little stuff in there. We also have these that just came in. These are behind. We were supposed to have these probably about 2 weeks ago. And the folks at Jabra were very kind, and they just told us they apologize for the delay. There was something going on. But you'll notice at the very bottom, Dolby Audio, right? These are the Elite Actives, 8 active. And from what I've been seeing from my friends, people are talking them up. They're saying that they're really good. I'm really excited to start them. Now, they do have the Pro version. And I have to say the Office versions of the Jabras it's very hard to compete with them. I really haven't found another brand. Even Sennheiser has a Office line that they have, but Jabra has, when it comes to Office, I would say for work, and Plantronics for that matter. But Jabra has some really good products, and they're top of the line there. So here is the Elite 10 that we'll be talking about on the channel as well. So you can see this is the Elite 10, and this one also, you notice Dolby on the very bottom. I haven't really seen that, and I'll tell you that if you've never heard things, well, if you've gone to one of those theaters where you have the normal movie and then you have the Dolby version, you will be able to tell that the audio and the video is incredible. And basically, you're going to get that with these. And then we have
the plan, right?
With that, absolutely. And then we have also we haven't never reviewed this company before on the channel. So I have a lot of iPhone cases, but I'm waiting for my iPhone.
Yeah, we can.
We have these that are into. These are from Caseco.
Case Cool.
Caseco. All right, so those came in, and then we have a lot of video products. So so as soon as those come up, we're going to go ahead and share with you guys those audio products, and I have a lot of other stuff that we're still going through, and we have many more cases. Also, there was a delay on some of the cases.
Loving your Potter review.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And yes, we need to get on your channel, on your stream. We haven't been on your stream for a while, so love. We recommended to him and his wife a massage gun. Remember that little baby one?
Is that the one?
Yes, yeah. So much love, my friend. So let's now talk about some of the things that we've been seeing in the video space. So there was just a recent conference that was really focused on our video. So if you think about LG, Sony, Hisense, you think about all the brands, Formovie, also AWOL. Just wanted to share with you that we have a series of new projectors that it's like being at an IMAX theater. So if you've gone to a normal theater and you've gone to an IMAX theater, or you've gone to a normal theater and then you go into the Dolby theater, and when you start those Dolby theaters, how it says you've never seen black before until you've seen this black, and they kind of show you, and then they show the red, and then they bring the audio and they bring all that stuff. This is what I'm talking about in home theater technology. I thought that I was in love with a home theater ultra short throw projector because of, again, the video and the audio quality that we've had last year. But this year, they have really, the word immersive is real. We're talking super immersive. Now, we've been looking at, and we've had for several weeks, we're very lucky to have the AWOL 3000 Pro. And we've had other versions of the AWOL products before and have had them running for over a calendar year. I think we were one of the first channels to review AWOL's products. And they're an ultra short throw projector, which means that within 9 inches from the wall, you're going to get an amazing screen. Now, know that you've been watching these with me, and I tend to hype up these projectors. But why don't you share what your experience has been like? Because we were doing the testing and we've been watching these projectors together. So what do you think about the projector?
Which one? The one we have right now in the room?
The AWOL, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully everybody I talk to always talk about how I love Hisense, and I think they might have some stuff of Hisense in there. But it's very crisp. We just are in love with the video that's coming out, the colors that are coming out of it. It's just, I don't know.
The detail is just, it's unreal. The detail is unreal. It's
I didn't think it could get any better.
I couldn't either. Now, guys, this is going to be it's a reasonable investment, right? They're talking about a little bit over 1,000, I would say sub 3,000. And when you hear that, it's like you freak out when you hear that number, and it's a big number. But this is a projector that 30,000, anywhere from 25,000 to 30,000 hours. And the overall experience, it's like, if most of us are watching movies from home now, and when you can watch something with that level of fidelity and detail, you just want to watch your shows over and over and over again. And, think about that movie, your favorite movie, and imagine watching it and seeing detail that you never really saw before. The little things, right? It's not what it's like. It's like you stop watching the movie for the movie thread, but you're watching it because of the details that you can see. Skin, the
textures,
things that are going on in the background. And Nilda will catch me watching, which one I've watched now a couple of times on that.
What's his name of the movie?
Starts with a J.
Oh my God.
Mars.
Yeah,
John Carter. I know it was a flop at the show, but I really like that movie.
That's like your favorite.
It's one of my favorite movies, but I read the books too, and I just love the struggle of trying to get back to to what he felt was his home. And the books are great books.
Hey, would you go to that length for me?
I would. I would basically, I would come back, go through space and time as they were doing there. So, anyways. I'm going to show you that in a couple seconds, and yes, Ro.
I'm just going to show it.
Why don't you show that? So.
Let's look to both of you. Which one are we looking at? Oh, the massage.
So coming back to the podcast, would love to come back to the podcast.
And then they're using
loving the massage gun still. Telling you, it was like every we use all hey Heather, hey, we use the products. Every product that we talk about on our channel.
I just used it. I used it last week, the one we recommended him, because I ended up getting a shot in my arm and I had so much pain. This is me using the gun in the middle of the night because I was in so much pain. And by the time I woke up in the morning, it was gone.
So again, just to give you guys a sense of everything that we review in the channel, we do not unbox and say amazing. We don't unbox and say this is great.
People that do that.
There are a lot, unfortunately, of that going on. We use the products, we live the products, and sometimes it could be it's a great thing because we are able to give meaningful feedback to the brands. But sometimes if a brand wants a review done like really quick, it's not going to happen because we want to give you a honest. And we like living through the things. And even after the review, the products, we still use them. So that massage gun that Ro got, that massage gun was probably about a year ago that we did the review.
A little bit over a year ago.
And we were on his podcast and he asked, which I don't even know how it came up or if it was via email. He says, what massage gun would you recommend? Email, I think it was. And then I said, this one. And it's the one that we use. And it's literally the one that we have on our nightstand. So it's the one that we use. So when we talk about products, I'll tell you, they're the ones that we use. So the AWOL 3000 Pro, absolutely recommend it. Eyes closed. Hisense is also sending us several products. And the Hisense products are are amazing products. And we're very excited to be able to share those products with you. And I'm going to just bring up some video in a couple seconds so that I can show you some of the things that, some of the projectors. I just want to show some of the projectors that we just got. And this is going to give you a sense of the overall quality and the type of testing that we do that you'll be able to experience. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bring up the AWOL, and there's several projectors that we've looked at. So if you're interested in which ones are my picks, the one thing I will say that a projector will only make it to my channel if it performs well. I try, and Nola knows this, I get a lot of products that don't even make it to the channel. I have a lot of, meaning that you don't get to see them because I will not put them out there if they don't have good quality or if they don't meet the standards that they've met. I will do first looks from reputable companies where I know the products are not 100% yet because something is coming, but the quality of the product has to be like 95% of what I expect. But if it's like 80%, not happening. So let me go ahead and I'm going to bring up the AWOL so that you can see this. And I know this is a significant investment. I know this is not cheap in any way. I understand that, but I just wanted to show you the experience that we have with these. And I would definitely eyes closed. I would pick up this projector. If you're really looking to invest in a home theater experience in your home because you want to be able to watch movies at home, this is the way to go. So what you're seeing here is in our living room, you can see the left is during the day and the right is during night, unaltered, unfiltered. The brands, like I don't give access to the brands to any of our videos. So they're not able to see what we're going to say about their product until we look at it, until they actually see it at the same time that I post it live. And what's amazing about this is, again, what you can see on the left is we use these as replacement TVs, right? So we don't have normal TVs. If I have a normal TV, it's because I'm doing a review for a brand, not because we've actually gone out, because our choice right now is ultra short throw.
I can't remember the last time we bought a TV.
If you think about the one in our bedroom, how old is that?
Over 10 years old.
Probably 10 years old. And I would put a projector in our bedroom, but I
won't allow it. Nope.
She won't allow me to do it. So you can see here the overall quality, spectacular, Dolby Vision, and you can see the specs right here, 80 to 150 inch screen. 80 to 150 inch screen. Again, I'll say the word that I say often, maybe too often, spectacular. It's going to give you a spectacular image, spectacular experience. Highly recommend that product. And the cool thing about it is that it comes with a Dolby video. It comes with a Amazon Fire Stick. It's the 4K Max, which is going to give you Dolby Vision. The other product that is in the video space that I wanted to share with you is the Casaris. We've been looking at Casaris. We've had their brand on our channel as well. They're another brand that I have been utterly amazed on the quality of the video.
We're playing with downstairs.
Yep, and it's just a good projector. There's no other way to put it. Each one of these is going to have different attributes, things that they're specializing in, and you'll notice that I'm doing the same kind of tests over and over again with these. So here we have this, and it's still going to catch up a little bit, but you're seeing the same kind of test where we're testing it day and night, and the projector just did extremely well. The stream is still catching up, so I'm still not 100% in focus, but this is another projector that is performing really, really well. Is that in the
same price range as the
AWOL? I would say if I were to rank them in order, I'd put AWOL right now is my top, but they're going to be the highest. Then I would say there's two other ones. The Casaris would be my next in the ultra short throw space, and we also then looked at one more projector that I'll bring up that actually did really well. This is, let's see, where is it? Right here is it is up. Oh, you know what? I haven't even posted this one yet. This was going to come out. All right. So here's the other one that this is not in the ultra short throw range, but this is another one that I would say is much more affordable, but also perform really well. And Nilda, so we're going to put this in. We actually viewed this outside in our backyard. I'm going to go ahead and blow this up so you guys can see it. So this is the Formovie X5. What you're seeing is 150-inch screen in my backyard. This happens to be an elite screen, outdoor screen that basically has the ability to, be all weather. So you can keep it outside. It's remote control. It charges once a season, and it's going to be running. You can lower it and raise it about 500 times. But this little projector, and I want you to notice something here, and this is not a typo. Notice where it says screen size. 60-inch screen is the smallest you'll get from this. It's a laser projector, all the way up to 1,000 inches. Okay. Right?
That's crazy.
Can you imagine a TV 1,000 inches? And notice also Dolby. It has the Dolby. So we were my son was wanted to watch a movie with his friends in the backyard. It actually was a Netflix series. We were watching one. What is it called? One Punch.
No,
it wasn't One Punch. It was like I forgot the name of the show.
Oh my god!
Hey, anyone who's on watching the stream, what was it? It's One Something. It's on Netflix. I think it's one. Oh my god! It was like Duffy.
Yeah, Luffy.
What was it? What was it called? Anyways, you'll find it.
One Piece.
There you go. So they were watching One Piece. And look at this image, guys. The audio quality. We're talking. There were about 6 guys in the backyard. It's and basically this projector, which is about this big, right? And let me, I'll get back in a second. It's tiny. It's like not large at all, right? It's about this big. That portable projector, basically, it was more than enough sound for the entire place.
Oh yeah.
It was more than enough sound.
No speaker.
And then I actually had it even. Let me see if I have an image of it that I can show you guys in a couple seconds. Okay, here it is. So here's the projector. This is how small it is.
Yeah.
Right. And I use it in my living room, which is one of our testing areas. And I have a very loving and forgiving wife because she allows me to turn our home to a Best Buy.
Yeah, a mini Best Buy.
Micro Center, whatever you want to call it. So we do. So we were doing the testing.
I'm gonna start using those shirts in the house. Yeah. Best Buy shirts.
And we got some other stuff that we're testing. Anyways, small projector, amazing projector, and I would just say the Formovie 4K is great. And we also have one coming from Hisense, which is the I think it's a C1. So that one's going to be coming in, and we'll be able to look at that. And you can connect this to gaming. I actually have one that I can't mention the model number yet, that is designed for gaming. It's more affordable. It's great for dorm room, for kids, for watching movies. And they have actually designed it to work with the Nintendo Switch, right? So you're going to see a comparison coming out for that. Now, the other thing I wanted to highlight, and this is another product.
God, I didn't say nothing about that one that you're going to be viewing.
Yeah, we don't want to say anything about that one. But the other product I wanted to talk about is audio. And
oh yeah,
this is an amazing product. Again,
that's actually pretty to look at.
Yeah, this was really good. And I had some technical issues and with the video at first, because we went to post it and something happened, so I had to re-edit the intro. And so this, I don't know if I'm going to do more of these like this, but I thought it was pretty cool. So what I ended up doing is having to redo the intro, and then because it got corrupted, and then send it up again. So this is me walking down the streets of San Francisco and giving the intro to what happens to be, I think, one of the best sounding Bluetooth speakers on the market. These are portable, but pack power. And I don't know if many of you have heard of the brand Soundbox. And now you're going to see that I have I actually have 4. I have every generation of the Soundbox products. So starting from the very left, you basically are looking at the 3rd generation, then you have the 4th generation, and then you have their portable, which is on top. And these things are loud, but they're not loud where, if you've ever been in someone's home and they are playing music loud and it's just not enjoyable because it hurts your ears, those are bad speakers. I believe that you can listen to loud music and it doesn't scream at you. It's enjoyable, and it's not something that is just, it's like you can feel the bass, but you don't feel like it's yelling at you. It feels like you're immersed in it. So Soundbox has those type of speakers. They have a battery that's like a motorcycle battery. They basically are rechargeable. You can have them wirelessly connected. And these, if you want to feel thumping bass, then these are the things to get. And I've had these things, and I've had some of these in my storage for a year, and I'm able to take them out after almost a year of storage, turn them on, and it still has battery charge.
That's good.
It is very, very good. Again, great speakers from Soundbox. If you're looking to have
every time we have parties, we take that.
Yeah. So that little guy has made it to so many parties, and people can feel the music, but they can't see it, right? It just, even at that size, that's a pretty amazing speaker. So they just came out with their 4th generation, and the 4th generation basically has more immersive audio, more bass, more, the mids, the highs, everything is just crispy clean, no distortion at the highest volumes. And then it has a person, you can customize the front. And I actually love this.
I like it. I like the look.
Right?
I like it a lot.
And you've heard this too, right? It's no joke. It's like, you can listen to these loud.
I was on the phone with my brother when you were testing them out in the backyard. He's like, "Oh, I hear music in the background." He's like, he said it sounded like we're having a block party.
I'm telling you, it's a block party with good music. It's like one speaker. It's just an amazing experience when it comes to Soundbox. And again, we have links on our channel for those of you who would be interested in them. And the last thing I want to show you guys, because my life would be incomplete if we didn't talk about robots.
Justin, I appreciate both of your reviews. That's like getting a projector.
Nice.
You know where to get it.
Yeah. So check this out. So here's one. And then, by the way, Nelda, we want to talk about a charity event that we were so pleased to be able to support, that Justin was on.
Oh, I gotta look up the charity.
You want to talk about, you want to bring that up in a second?
I do.
And then what I'm going to do is, while Nilda's bringing that up, I'm going to be bringing up this video. And I can't remember the name of charity, but it was so great. I know it was to the Ronald McDonald. It was Ronald McDonald. Yeah. So one of the things that, and maybe they can mention it since they're on. Heather, if you're still listening. Yeah, give us the name of the charity that you were that we were supporting, that we did the silent auction. Yeah, the silent auction on. So what I would want to show you guys this, and I actually purposely use this music because this is how I feel, right? So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Hold on a second. We're going to switch to the video, and hopefully this audio comes through. Let's see if this audio comes through. And is it not switching on me? Let's see. Pushing my buttons and the buttons aren't working. All right, let's go ahead and bring it in manually then. And we'll go ahead and do this.
Bikers with Hearts charity.
Bikers with Hearts charity.
Bikers with Hearts charity.
All right, so check this out, guys. So you have heard me say that I love robots. I love
Justin
robots.
Here. So
bring it up.
Here. Justin is one of the directors of Bikers with Hearts charity, supporting first annual Ronald McDonald House benefit, right?
Yes. So great charity. Look them up. We donated one of our scooters that we reviewed on the channel. Actually was able to be part of a silent auction, and great to help others. Anytime we can do that,
back to the community.
We get back to the community.
Need.
Yeah, for sure. So robots. Right. So what I want you to notice is if you look on the left-hand corner, the little scrubber on the side, I want you to watch something right there.
Oh,
now,
that's the one.
Listen to the music. I got love.
All those obstacles on purpose.
So what I want to highlight is the scrubbers on this robot, and what makes this robot so cool is that the scrubbers on this robot, actually what they do is they extend out. What you see is the scrubber extending out to get the corners, and I'm going to continue to let it play. So as it's going through the corners,
now in today's video, we'll be taking a look at a brand new.
We won't do the audio anymore. I'll let it continue to play. But we do obstacle courses, we do cleaning courses, and we even do a poop test.
Fake poop dog.
But it's fake dog poop to see if the robots can navigate through the poop.
3D printed.
And it's 3D printed poop. And the DreamBot L20 is just, so we have Roborock, we have Ecovac, and we have other brands that I can't talk about right now that's also under embargo that we're going to be wrapping up the review this week on, that are robots.
My whole living room.
It's full of
robots.
It's full of robots. So we have, so she has robots. But the cool thing about it is that when it's time to mop, I just take my phone out and I push the buttons, and all these little guys, they start working.
Well, I wasn't feeling good when you were out, and my son's like, "Mom, I'm mop the floor." I'm like, "Aw." Right? All I hear is a machine.
So the robots go out, they mop, they clean, they scrub, they do all this other stuff. So the DreamBot L20. Right now, you can get a fantastic price on them. Check out the link in our description. They basically, it mops, it sweeps, but it does something that no other robot that I've had, and I've had a lot of them. This is new. The scrubber comes out to get the corners. So most robots can basically come to the edge, and they basically are measured by how many millimeters can they get close to the wall. And the ones that really tout to have great edge detection or edge cleaning can get very, very close. Well, this guy, the little scrubber does one of these things. It goes whoop, it comes out, and then it starts scrubbing, and it goes whoop, and it comes back. It's crazy. It just comes out and it gets the corner. And then as it's going on the side, it comes out and it's just like doing all the side like this. I know it's crazy that I'm excited about this thing.
You're a little too excited.
But it's so cool. And more importantly, it works. It works so well. You're talking about almost 70 days, I think it was, if I remember the specs right, 70 days of garbage pickup that it can do without you having to empty the bag.
Really?
70 days. Now, water, the cool thing about it is that it will do its own water. It also has a little detergent tank that all you have to do is switch the water. And I'll put you on the spot, right?
Oh, God.
You remember when we first got our first robot and you said, a robot can't clean as good as I can.
Well, actually, I have mopped first.
Yes, you did. So let's go through the story. So
I
had a new robot first. And I said, it's going to mop and clean the floor for you. And Nilla says, no one can clean and mop better than I can. And what did you do?
And then after, I'm like, all right, go for it. Knock yourself out. He put the machine to clean, and oh my God, when we took out the tank, it was still dirty.
It was still dirty.
I'm like, I'm not mopping ever again.
It's like,
I'm not going to do this again.
So yeah, the thing worked. So the thing like really works. So
makes you wonder all these years what you have not actually been cleaning.
Well, just think about it. What is it? What we'll say is this. we are a barefoot family when it comes to our homes, and we believe in taking off our shoes before we enter our homes or the homes of friends, because
I think it's our dogs too.
And it's because you don't want to bring stuff in, but we have dogs, right? And we can't tell the dogs don't put on shoes or take them off, right? But they bring in a lot of stuff, right? And so what I love, and I don't know if you can relate to this, but I love being able to walk and feel a clean floor. So if you know what I'm talking about, say something, right? When you're walking barefooted on a clean floor, you can tell. You can tell when you're on a dirty floor too. And this thing, when it's done, that floor feels clean. That floor feels super clean. So, it's not about laziness. And the cool thing is about these robots, they can go underneath your bed. So if you have a clear bed, like you don't hoard things underneath your bed, these things will go under your bed and they'll get all the dust. They'll keep things clean. We have a friend of ours that she specializes in cleaning, and she actually works a lot of homes doing cleaning. She has her own cleaning company, and she came over and she took a look at it. Not only that, but she also looked at one of our scrubbing robots, the hand robots, and she says, "Let me try it." And she checked it out, and she's like, as an authority, she says, "I know how to clean homes." He says, if this thing could last, like if she could just pack it in a car and use it to charge, she would have bought it. She says that this is a great tool. And she even told us she took a little cleaning thing with the vacs that we're talking about right now. It wasn't a Swiffer, it was something similar to a Swiffer. And she went over there and she came back. She says, "Look," says it works. So we had our own testers. We tested it. We still use it. And then we also had one of our friends come over who specializes in the field, and she gave us her seal of approval. She said they work. So the L20 Ultra, make sure that you check it out. Thanks, Victor, for commenting. We really enjoy sharing all of the reviews, everything that we do on the channel. Absolutely. And Heather, your comment as well. We're very happy that we could help.
I'm excited about it too. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we were clicking at the same time.
Yeah, sorry. Stop clicking.
I'm sorry.
There we go. Yeah, they have a lot of kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And Ro has so guys, lots of stuff on the channel. Really appreciate you guys coming on today and then also commenting. We may or may not change the day for the podcast.
We've been told because Sunday is football.
Because Sunday, of football.
So I do we change it to Tuesday and Wednesday where there's no football?
Yeah, so we're gonna see. Let us know also if you guys think we should keep the day or we should change the day. But we are looking at that. There is, like I said, a lot of stuff coming on. We do have a special podcast coming, and we talked about this 2 podcasts, and we're just coordinating it. We have spoken about starting your own small business. We've spoken about a lot of laser engravers lately on the channel, and we actually have a couple of friends that took the challenge and purchased some of the lasers that we have spoken about on this channel, and have started their own small business, and have been very successful at it as well. We spoke a couple podcasts ago about one of them that got a fantastic deal with a couple golf courses.
And she's got more sense since this last time.
And yep, so she's lining up the clients, and there's not a lot of technical, I would say, knowledge that you have to have in order to do this, and it can create, I think, some financial independence, especially with the cost of things that are going on right now. Think about gas is up. Everything is up. And if you're looking to have a side hustle, this is definitely one of the things that I would say that you should really consider.
Yeah. It's like I was telling my son, because his fiance wants to open up an Etsy store.
Yeah.
And the way I, explained to him, I said, just think about it. It's vacation money. It's, doing other things, there's just so much you can do and make from it. And then have fun while you're doing it.
Yeah. And we'll share our Etsy store experience. We ourselves, we do a lot of sharing.
Just a test.
We do a lot of sharing. I'm always sharing ideas of
sharing is caring.
Second hustles and things that people can do. And Nilda is running an Etsy store now, and it's doing incredibly well. Who would have thought? So it is something that's reachable. Anyone can do it. You have to find your niche. an area of focus, and you can, have a second stream of income. It's definitely something that you could do. So pretty excited about that. We're going to get these two ladies on the channel. I'm going to see if we can get something scheduled, if not for next week, if not the following. They'll share with us their experience, what they've learned, what they would share with you all if you want to get into this journey as well, and how you can have a side hustle that is pretty lucrative, right? And doesn't require a lot of investment of your personal time, like we did in the last video. Low investment in prep, low investment on finish, and we'll see what we can do with some of the brands that we're working with. So we've just recently been able to onboard Monport, which is a great laser company. We've also been working with X-Tool, and you'll see a lot of content from us from X-Tool. They make, what I love about X-Tool is that X-Tool creates laser engravers that have some of the simplest interface and software packages for a normal person, right?
Like me.
For a normal person, and know that you use X-Tool almost every day, right?
Yeah.
So and it's like if you could do PowerPoint, or if you can do Word, if you can type in an email, you can do
laser engraving with X-Tool.
You can do the laser engraving with X-Tool. And then we're working on trying to bring in some other brands that have also some lasers that can actually do color engraving. So trying to get MOPA lasers on the channel, and then we'll continue to share with you guys different things that you can do. So a lot of cool stuff, lots of cool stuff that's coming.
Geeky.
We are super geeky, but I am very fortunate to have a wife that supports the Geek Supreme here. Yes. So takes a lot of patience.
Employee of the month.
You're the employee of the month. It's like I'm employee of the month. All right, guys.
The only employee.
I am right. We are. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you guys during the week.
Yes.
And if you think we should keep Sundays, let us know. If we should do something during the week, we may do something during the week. We don't know yet. We're starting our enrollment for CES 2024, which is around the corner already.
January 9th.
Yeah, who would have thought January so close? And
3 more months.
I'm just trying to think about some of the other products
I'm
I'm looking at.
Forward to my ankles getting swollen from all the walking.
So have a great night. You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye. See you next week, Sunday.
See you guys.
7.
Bye.
Bye.